Today we're talking about how to market a consulting business. Now I'm so excited for this episode. This short video, whether it's 10 or 12 minutes, whatever this amounts to be, is going to be so worth your time. That's what I do. I help consulting businesses market and really grow and pull in leads that are like referral quality leads. So I've helped many of my clients use this strategy to generate 7 figures of business revenue just from these leads, okay? In fact, I've helped a few of my clients generate 8 figures of revenue just from these warm referral quality leads. I want you to know that what we're going to talk about in this episode is something tactical, something that you're going to be able to understand and sink your teeth into and have clarity on what's going forward. And it's not counting on something going viral or some chance. Everything that I'm going to teach you is predictable, so you can actually map out and plan and know what's realistic. We're not doing anything with paid ads and kind of the complexities there. There's nothing wrong with paid ads. Well, maybe there are some things. There's pros and cons to doing paid ads, but that's not what we're talking about here. I already mentioned we're not talking about going viral, and we're not talking about cold leads. People that you're going to be talking to and they're like, who is this? What am I talking about? No, everyone that you talk to through this strategy are going to be warm. They already know who you are. They already know your expertise, and they already trust you, and you're having conversations with those people. Yeah, this is awesome. So let's dive right in. All right, I'm going to teach you 6 ingredients. Now on the screen here, there's 5, but I'm just going to tell you right up front, I'm going to give you a bonus ingredient. There are 6 ingredients that if you follow this recipe, you'll generate everything that I described. Now the first ingredient you see is leaf titles. This is the most important ingredient. So I'm going to teach you my tree analogy. Okay, so every tree that follows this pattern has a trunk that goes out to branches that goes out to the leaves. Okay, so that's the visual here. The trunk represents your core area of expertise. So if I were to ask you about your consulting business, what do you consult on? Is it leadership? Is it change? Is it innovation? What is it? What is your core area of expertise? Maybe it's productivity. So let's use productivity as an example here. The trunk of the tree represents productivity. The branches represent all the different categories of your expertise. And the leaves on this tree, the leaves represent the questions people are asking. And not just any questions, but specific, very specific questions, okay? So if your core area of expertise was productivity and you helped consult and help businesses, say, become more productive, well, then what would be an example of a leaf? Okay, well, here's an example. What can increase productivity in a dental office? Or here's another leaf. How to improve productivity on a construction site. Now, it's very important for me to point out, I did not make these questions up. I'm not just brainstorming, how to be productive in a plumber's office, or how can garbage workers be more productive? Let's say, I want to work for, the government. So how can DMV workers be more productive? No, you think that sounds like a good idea, but it's not. That's not a good idea. You can't just make up these questions. So where did these 2 questions come from? I did keyword research. Okay, so let me demonstrate this for you. I'm going to show you a tool that I use. Okay, this tool is called the Keyword Magic Tool. You can get a free trial of this tool if you go to herokeywordtool.com. So herokeywordtool.com, and you'll find this one. All right, so I'm going to type in increase productivity. So that's just a branch, right? Increasing productivity is just a branch. If I hit search and then I turn on questions, don't use this tool with the all button turned on, only with questions. And then I love making it specific. So if you come in here to word count and you turn this up to 8 is the default where I love to start. Let's take a look at some of the questions in here. All right, and I'm finding the word production instead of productivity, so I'm going to change it from broad match to phrase match, and that will help us out. All right, take a look right there. What can increase productivity in a dental office? There are 90 searches for that every single month. Now that is a high number because this is really, really narrow and specific of a question. This isn't all dental offices either. This is just dental offices that type in this exact question with that exact spelling and wording, okay? And that's 90. So you want to find specific questions like this, and in this column, if it has a number that's above 100, ignore those for now. Those are too competitive and you're not going to get traction with those most likely. But if you start with phrases that range between 10 and 100, start there. This strategy is gold. And don't discount those that say 10. 10 searches a month works, and you'll get more than 10 views. So here's how that works. Let's say you film a video that the question gets searched 10 times a month. And let's say when you post that video to YouTube, you get 10 views in month 1. And then in month 2, you get another 10 views. Okay, so that adds up over time. But actually in month 3, you might get 60 views. And in month 4, you might get 130 views. Because here's how it works. Somebody types in this specific question, maybe these 10 people, right? But they find your video and they're like, oh wow, that's exactly what I was searching for. So these 10 people watch your video all the way to the end because you made a video just for them, right? And so then the YouTube algorithm sees that watch time and says, wow, this video is valuable to these 10 people, and to the 10 people again in month 2. So then in month 3, it says, we're going to show this video to more dental offices. We kind of know who the audience is for this video, and so over time your video will get more views, even if you start with the 10. So don't discount the 10s because they are the low-hanging fruit. Now as you scroll down and look at this list, you'll see some that are less specific than others. You'll see some that aren't the best of questions, but you'll see some that are great. So this one says workplace, and that's fine, but dental office is so much more specific. Does listening to music while working increase productivity? I mean, wow, how specific is that? Or how can you increase productivity in a small group or team? How does investment in human capital increase productivity? Or how to increase productivity in a call center? Each of these titles that I'm checking here would be a different episode. Oh, this is so valuable. Okay, so now you know ingredient number 1, leaf titles. Okay, this is the most important ingredient. Ingredient number 2 is the length. You want your videos to be an average length of 10 to 12 minutes. So I know you keep hearing about YouTube Shorts and TikTok, and you think that everyone's attention spans are shorter. Trust me on this. Make your videos 10 to 12 minutes in length. It'll work a lot better in building a relationship and warming people up before they have a conversation with you. And the reality is on YouTube, the length of content is trending longer. I know you're hearing a lot about shorts, but content is trending longer. Most content that's coming out now is in the 25 to 35 minute range, and that content is doing really well. For this strategy, you don't want to go that long either. Just go 10 to 12 minutes. Third ingredient is retention. You want people to watch your whole video. And so if you have a percentage of people that leave 1 minute in and a percentage of people that watch all the way to the end, and your average is somewhere around 50, okay, you want to shoot for 50 or higher, okay? Otherwise, YouTube's not going to suggest your video to more and more people because it thinks that people don't like your content. Ingredient number 4 is custom thumbnails. Now, you have to do this step. This is critical. Let me show you an example of what me and my team do. And I'll just show you this thumbnail here. Now this is actually 6 different thumbnails that we designed for one episode. Now the episode is for a different channel that I produce. It's Topics of Entrepreneurship. The title is Can You Put Business Expenses on a Personal Credit Card? Okay, that's the title of the video. That's the leaf title that I found. Now there's 6 different thumbnails here. Now right off the bat, I really like C1 and B1. A1 and A2, they're pretty good, but C1 and B1 are my favorites. B2 and C2, I don't like. The reason that I like B1 and C1, I think they're more true to the content of this video. I like the emotion, I like the visuals, they pull me in. I do think that I'm going to have my team modify the text. So big mistake or financial trap, I'm going to use some words like that that create even more curiosity. So the reason that I show you these 6 thumbnail ideas is to let you know how much importance that me and my team put on thumbnails. We do this for all of our clients. We'll design a grid like this of different thumbnail ideas where we will pick the best one, right? Which one captures our attention the most? Which one conveys the content of the video the best? And which one has the most curiosity that will compel us to want to click on it? So when I say that ingredient number 4 is custom thumbnails, I just want you to know how important that is. Now, ingredient number 1 is way more important than ingredients 2, 3, and 4. Okay, you can have ingredients 2, 3, and 4, and 5 and 6, but if you don't have ingredient number 1, it's all for naught. Like, why are you even doing this? So don't skip step number 1, okay? And a percentage of the people that get your free gift will love to have a one-on-one conversation with you. And not everyone that you have a conversation with is going to be a fit for your consulting business, but a percentage will. YouTubeThumbnail.ai. This is a tool that my team has started using in the last few months to generate YouTube thumbnail ideas. Now, those thumbnails that I just showed you, those were designed by my team in Photoshop using the ideas that they got from the AI tool. So when you go to YouTubeThumbnail.ai, they have a whole different process for the titles of your videos. You want to ignore that because it's not going to work for you in this strategy. And they write out the description. They'll even create YouTube shorts. I don't use any of those features. I only use the thumbnail idea generator of this AI tool. And it's a game changer in helping us with our creativity. So we use that to generate thumbnail ideas. We pick the one that is our favorite and we run with that one on YouTube. All right, so what is ingredient number 5? Launch 5 episodes per week. Now, if that's overwhelming, it's okay. You can launch 1 episode a week and get results. Okay, so let me explain. Each video is going to bring in a trickle of leads into your business. And another video is going to bring in another trickle of leads in your business. So we've got video and video and video and video. And so these trickles are adding up to each other. And eventually all these trickles add up to a fire hose of lead generation in your business. So here is what I am predicting. If you have a 7-figure business already and you launch 5 episodes a week for a year, so that's 260 episodes. So that's no small task, right? But if you do that over the course of a year, you should bring in an additional 7 figures of revenue into your business. The reason that I say a business that already has 7 figures is because guess what? They already are generating leads somehow, whether that's through Facebook or referrals or any other type of advertising, they're generating leads, but they're also converting those leads. They have a working funnel, they have a working sales process, and they're already generating 7 figures of revenue. So they have a proven business model. Then you take this leaf strategy and you start pouring YouTube on it, and you do this for a year. These leads are so much more valuable than like paid leads that are coming in, the cold leads you get from paid traffic. The type of leads you get from this leaf strategy are warm referral quality leads, people that already know who you are, what you do, and they already trust you. So the goal of adding an additional 7 figures of revenue to a business like that is very, very realistic. I've done it many, many times for my clients. But what if your business isn't there yet? Well, that's okay. That's the goal, right? You're aiming for that. Where is your business now? Is it realistic for you to start with just 1 episode per week? What if you filmed 5 episodes in a day and you launched 1 episode every Wednesday? That's 5 weeks. That's 5 weeks worth of content. So you only have to do that every 5 weeks. And you could start building your business and bringing in more leads and bringing in more revenue, and you can launch 2 episodes every week. And eventually you can scale it to 5. So 5 is the goal. Most of my clients film at that level. They'll fly here to Utah or they'll fly to my filming house in Florida. We film 20 episodes in a single day. So it's a 9 to 5 filming day. But if we're going to launch 5 episodes a week, that means that we only have to film once every 4 weeks. Okay? And we do that. Why do we do all that work? Why do we film every 4 weeks, 20 episodes each time? Because after a year of doing that, we have a 7-figure revenue stream, okay? So start where you are, even if that's just 1 episode a week, but make sure you follow ingredients 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so what about ingredient number 6? Yeah, ingredient number 6 is an important one. In your 10-minute episode, you're giving value. You're not selling, okay? You're not selling, you're not pushing, you're just answering their question. When they ask a question on Google or YouTube, they're thinking about what's in it for them. They have this question: how do I increase productivity on a construction site? And when they come to your video, they just want the answer. So you give them that answer and you build this reciprocity. At the end of the video, nope, you don't sell them then either, but you give them a free gift. You say, hey, now that you understand these principles and how to do this, I want to help you really increase the productivity, or whatever it is, right? I really want to help you accomplish such and such. and I have a free gift for you that's going to help you do that. So I'll put a link in the description below and you can get that free gift. And that's how you generate leads in your business. Now, you're not going to sell to them. You're not going to be pushy or salesy, but if you have their contact information now, you can nurture them. You can send them more information through email. Just like the value that you provided in the YouTube video, you can give them more value through email. And you can say, hey, would you be interested in having a one-on-one conversation? Here's the picture. People who've never heard of you before, but that clearly are your target audience because they're asking these questions on Google and YouTube. Now they find you, and there's this relationship that's built in the video because you're giving them stuff, and they learn about you. They learn your quirks and your grammar and how you talk, and they learn about the stories you share of the clients that you've helped. Again, you're not pitching them, but you're teaching them, and just through natural conversation, they're going to learn things about you. They get your free gift, and so now you have their contact information, and you can reach out to them and invite them, and now you're having conversations with these people that days earlier had never heard of you before. Do you want me to demonstrate step number 6? I'll do it by giving you a free gift. Now I have a valuable free gift here. This is my book. It's called A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. Now, I'm going to give you this book for free, okay? I put 2 years of work into this book. In fact, I invested about $70,000 into this book. And I'm just telling you that definitely not as a bragging point. I wish it was a lot more cost effective to me. I did it in color, and I just happened to flip to one of the pages why it's showing the thumbnails of videos, or it's showing the analytics. I take you behind the scenes on many of the channels that I produced so that you can really learn and understand this whole strategy from many different viewpoints and many different angles, and I packed it all into one book. Now, you have to pay the printing and shipping costs, okay? But there's no profit to me because I printed it in color. That cost comes in around $15 or $16, okay? But that's just the printing and shipping. No profit to me. To get this free plus shipping book, go to natesyoutubebook.com, and that is my gift to you.